Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of the Dark Rites of Arkham. We were originally scheduled to do this yesterday, but I was a little busy, so I'm making it up today. And just doing the usual. I have to get my link set up, but we're getting that done quicker than usual. So let me just get that done, and we'll be ready to go. Let's get that link, do that link. All right, we're good. Close that. I'm gonna touch this to everybody in my Discord. Right there. Yeah, there we go. And one on another Discord I am allowed to post on because I'm a small channel and I could use the exposure. All right, we are all set up. Let's continue. So I think, if I remember right, we got our partner. It was like a psychiatrist slash detective, which is a little confusing to me, but hey, for an occult mystery, it makes sense. I remember a car chase. That was pretty cool. And an entire section based on a flashback, which was really cool. So I'm really excited to continue this. So let's go. Monkey file, baby. Oh boy. Let's see where I am. Oh, I gotta read this. Okay. I don't see anything burning. Stay dry, yeah. We know what time period this is in. But I don't know what my objectives are. Oh, I've got a penny. I got that. Oh, right. Okay, so this penny I need to use to get a newspaper. I remember that. Okay. I've got a sandwich, hard as a rock. Maybe to feature the bird or something. We got a pistol that looks like a flare gun. Got a letter opener. And a lighter. Okay. I believe the newspaper is, okay, so I can't go see the captain. Let's instead go to the elevator. And, let's leave. So, if I remember right, and I don't really remember that much, it's been a while, I had to skip a week, but I'm guessing the newspaper might be in the park. There's somebody reading it. Oh, that's the person I gotta trade the newspaper for, maybe. I remember this. Okay, so it's night here. Wait a minute, is it night everywhere? Or is it just night there? No, it's night everywhere. Okay. So this is where your pen pal keeps up his antique shop? Yeah, it's a little further down the road. Okay, we got a diner. Campaign poster. Forward with Bradley. That scoundrel ripped off Roosevelt's presidential campaign slogan. I don't see how the Democrats didn't slap a lawsuit on him. All right. Shaving lotion. Whitfield shaving lotion. Women will find you irresistible. neon. My head hurts just looking at it. Good to see a few shops still clinging on. Some of them are open 24 hours a day. Alright, well, before we go in there, let's check everything out. So we got a dog. How are you, buddy? Hey, what are you doing? I was gonna pet the dog. So you wouldn't shake my hand when we met, but you'll pet a mangy stray? Get your hand the hell away from it. Unless you want to catch mange. Harvey, stand your ground a little bit. Jeez. Hi there, buddy. Hey. Again? Why the urge to pet a stray dog? You like to be pet? No, you like it. Stay away from it. I bet I get some sort of achievement from this. Hold on. Please. There we go, I did. Good night, gentlemen. Hey, you, what are you drinking? Me, rum. In that case, I have no choice but to confiscate the bottle and take you to the police station, sir. What are you doing? What? Get over here. But get over here. What the hell are you doing? Man is committing a crime. He's in possession of an alcoholic beverage, and that's illegal. Probably the only relief that poor bastard has in his life is to take a few swigs from a bottle without a cop coming in and breaking his chops. Are you telling me to turn a blind eye? In this case, yes. You're justifying a crime, Jack. No, for God's sake, don't be so square, okay? Hey, Kevin, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. Hope your day's okay. Marsh Antique Shop. Cash and trade only. Pay on the spot. And we got an exit. I think the exit's the area, so there's only two places to go. Is that right? Yes, okay. I do want to get that newspaper before I delve into these two places. So let's find out where, maybe it's outside the psychiatrist's office? Yes. And in fact, there's a pigeon here. Maybe I can feed the pigeon. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this penny. Pennies that don't exist anymore, unfortunately. What the hell? There's something in the slot that stopped me from inserting the coin. So the rumors are true. Rumors? What rumors? A couple of weeks ago, Mayor Bradley revoked the Miskatonic Herald's license to sell through these machines. I guess he did it in a fit of rage over the article linking him to the Ku Klux Klan. I doubt very much that's legal. Get to the point. Rumor has it that the Herald is sending its peddlers to sabotage the Arkham advertising machines. Well, the Fourth Estate Wars have just screwed us over. So what do I do? Can't see what's jammed in there. Looks like chewing gum. Chewing gum? I'm guessing it's hard as a rock. Alright, well, we got this. Hope I can get the gum out with this letter opener. I think that'll do the trick. I'm a resourceful man, yeah? That's good to be in an adventure game. Okay, so Check, check. Just checking to see if my sound is okay. If everybody's hearing me. And now we can put in the penny, I guess. Stamp that certifies me as mentally fit for duty. Just dripping with ink. It'll take a while to dry. Okay. Oh, that's right. So this flashback was from the hypnosis. I remember now. I'm remembering more and more. All right, let's get our newspaper. Nice. All right, let's read. The renowned parapsychologist Philip Moore visits Arkham. Excellent. Thank you for the feedback there, Kevin. I'm glad that I'm reading loud and clear without strange echoes. So we got a picture. Oh, hey Dan, how you doing? We got a picture of Philip Moore. Fans of mystery and the supernatural are in luck, as the famous British popularizer of these topics will visit our city in his North American tour to present his new book, Spontaneous Human Combustion, a Reality. And if I remember correctly, spontaneous human combustion was addressed last episode in the ritual murder that we found. So that might be something that we need to check out. The gathering with his readers will take place tonight at the Esoteric Bookstore at the Ishtar Gate, where in addition to signing copies, he will give a lecture on the book's chilling subject. The bookstore has decided to limit attendance at the event. I sense a puzzle coming. Leading scholars on the subject and a small but select group of journalists will form the core of the lucky guests invited to the event. However, several cutout invitations have been made available to the general public and can be found in the pages of this month's issue of Strange Eons magazine, which is the magazine that man is reading outside the park. At 25 years of age and following in the footsteps of his father, Patrick Moore, a pioneer in metaphysics research, has become one of the most famous popularizers of paranormal phenomena thanks to his successful books such as The Visitors and Behind the Veil, which recount the investigations carried out in his native England. Walter Block, a correspondent for this newspaper, will attend the event and interview Philip Moore about these strange and unusual events that cause some people to be reduced to ashes without any apparent, long sentence, external source of ignition. Tomorrow, we will invite our readers to discover the mysteries of spontaneous combustion from one of its greatest experts. Okay. And then we got an ad. The smoothness of an 8. The comedy of a 4. Of a 8. The smoothness of a 8. Walter P. Chrysler announces new Plymouth. Loading power and freewheeling. Wow, $655. That's a steal. Philip Moore. That's our man. The Ishtar Gate. Ring a bell? Yes, the Esoteric Bookstore, which I believe we passed. Maybe. It's on White Street. Oh, no, we didn't pass it. It's a new location. Alright. Hey, pigeon. Hungry? Get your own. Alright, keep your moldy sandwich then. Now then. We got the Esoteric Bookstore. But first we were checking out Marsh Antiques. I believe there's something to do there. So, before we check out the Marsh Antique Shop, which is where we were supposed to, I think, do one of our activities, let's check out the diner. Something smells good. You up for a bite? We're in the middle of an investigation and we're running late. How about we leave it for later? Your call, partner. You don't really feel like eating something? How about a nice pork chop with potatoes? Too much fat. Coleslaw? Gives me heartburn. How about America's favorite dessert? Blueberry pie. Is it apple pie? I don't know. Whatever. Too much sugar. Damn it, Harvey. What do you usually eat? Alfalfa? You know what bothered me most about that is that he didn't answer. I'm kind of curious myself. Alright, customer. The man's enjoying his meal. I've got nothing to say to him. Alright, I guess, oh, canned goods. Free? Yeah, Rob's wants to do something for folks who lost everything and can't afford a plate. But they don't look too healthy. I mean, the cans are rusted to hell. Without the insides looking any prettier. Look, this is all Rob's thing. Complaints to him. What the hell, they're free. I'll grab one. This reminds me of the can of meat that we had in our last game, Deep Sleep. What was the logo on there? It was like, all you can meat? Yeah, that's what it was. It was all you can meat. A can of canned sardines made by McNeil Company. It doesn't look like it's in very good condition. Alright, we took one. I'm so hungry that if I had to choose between a raise and being fed the entire menu, I'd take the raise, of course. And you might not be very hungry. It's a note for the employees. Don't let the Innsmouth guy in. He scares the customers. Oh, here we go. If he wants anything, have him call and I'll deliver it myself. Signed, Rob. That might be important later, I'm guessing. Since Innsmouth is pretty famous. Pretty famously a topic, a place in this kind of cosmic horror genre. He's reading the Boston Globe. I don't want to bother him. Anything on the cakes? What's in the cakes? The bottom one, raspberry jam and walnuts. And the one on the top, triple chocolate. They look downright sinful. Thanks, baked it myself. Alright. Cleanliness at all times. Iced up. From the smell of it, I'd say he's one hell of a cook. Let's give him, can't open my bare hands. Okay, let's just give it. No, okay. Nope. Wait. There we go. Open. Good Lord, what a stench. What's in it? Label says it's sardines. Looks like crude oil to me. A decomposing blob of what used to be sardines is floating to the top of blackened oil. That's just wonderful. Maybe I need to wait for Bob to come back so I can... Hey. I'm complaining. Come back here. I know you're there. There we go. Please don't bother Rob. Alright, fine. Talk to the waitress. Welcome to Rob's. Today's special is the American cheese sandwich. We're cops. We're on duty. Some other time, sweetheart. Can you read? Yes. What's the name on the tag? Betty? That's right, Betty, not sweetheart. Clear? Feisty dames these days, huh? Don't call them that. Like what? You talk too much, Jack. I suggest that for every 2 words you say, save 1. Alright. Now let's go check that antique shop. Wait, let's talk to the bumps again. Good night, gentlemen. Hope you'll excuse my partner. It's first day. It's nothing. He ought to apologize. Will you shut up, Willie? Don't make things any worse, okay? Everything okay over here? We sleep on the streets and have nothing to eat. What do you think? Been like this since the Ford plant in Salem axed half its workforce. Folks stopped buying new cars. They can barely afford a used one. You got some cops. Surely you can afford one. Man, if I told you what an Arkham cop makes, we'd both be crying. They owe me 3 months' pay. Oh, I didn't know that. We can squeeze you in here. It's warm. What's the dog's name? That one? No idea. He's a newcomer. He thinks we'll feed him. Not the brightest bulb. Is your friend all right? Frank? Oh, well, he's having a rough time. Indigestion. And we warned him. What do you mean you warned him? We told him not to eat the canned goods from the diner. Oh, boy. The fella from the diner next door gives away canned goods to us street folk. Think he's doing it to be a saint? That son of a bitch. They're expired and he knows it. From the time when Scott Joplin was studying piano. They look appetizing. Spinach, beef, sardines. When you open them up, all you get is a black oily paste. Cops, right? Arrest him. He's committing a crime against public health. So the cans are bad. All of them. See for yourself. Nothing but a black oily paste. Okay, I get it. Black oily paste, I'll probably need it somehow. Yeah. Let's go in. Here it is. Before we go in, I should mention something to you. Shoot. Huh? Oh. Benjamin Marsh hails from Innsmouth. What do you know about Innsmouth? Well, about 3 years ago, the feds stormed the town like the damn 7th Cavalry. Yeah, I know. I felt bad about the dog, too. He's not getting fed. He doesn't get pet. Doesn't have a name. They raided, arrested half the town, and dynamited the waterfront. I don't know what happened there, but it must have been big. Oh, and the folks there have a strange look about them. Word is forbidden breeding. I don't know. I've never seen one of them. Oh, well, guess we're about to see one. The people of Innsmouth are very reserved, and their distrust of strangers borders on paranoia. It took me many letters to gain his trust. I'm telling you all this because it should be me, though. It should be because it should be me, the one who talks to him. That's a strange way to make a sentence. Well, misclicked. Don't worry, I'll do the talking. If he plays hard to get, I'll smack him around. Jack! It's a joke. A joke? Don't you have a sense of humor? Come on, let's go in. Remember, let me do the talking. Whoa! Is he a lizard man? Who are you? What the hell do you want? Mr. Marsh? Do I know you? Not in person. I'm Harvey Whitman. We've been corresponding for the past few months. Harvey Whitman, huh? I don't talk to pigs, get lost. Oh, That's enough out of you. My turn. Listen, pal, I don't know who you think you are, but around here, only one man gets to insult my partner, and that's me. Whoa, holy crap. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. What's the matter? Never seen anyone from Innsmouth before? Not this close. Saw a picture of one of you in the paper once. Thought it was blurry. Guess not. Allow me to make the introductions. I'm Detective Jack Foster, and this is my partner, Detective Harvey Whitman. I know who this guy is. For months he's been pumping me for information about my knowledge of symbology. And turns out he's a damn cop. Just like you. So you can both get the hell out. Hey, relax, will ya? You just want some information on a strange symbol. My partner swears you're Arkham's foremost mind on occult symbols. And rightly so. Great, we've come to the right place. Now you can go somewhere else. I'm not helping you. I've never been to Innsmouth. Would you recommend it? Is there good food in the area? Fish, I suppose. You've missed nothing. Leave the people of Innsmouth alone, and we'll return to courtesy. Why did you call my partner a pig? Because he's a cop. I'm a cop too. Does that make me a pig too? That's right. Watch it, pal. You deceived me. So your last letter, I didn't comment on what you did for a living. And you didn't comment on what you did for a living. Our correspondence began as one scholar to another. Perhaps I should have mentioned it if it was so important to you. I beg your pardon. On top of that, the data I provided helped solve a case. I feel dirty for helping a fascist institution. Was fascism even no, it was just starting out. Yeah, okay. It's pretty new though around this time. I don't think it has around this time it doesn't have the stigma it does now. And rightly so. Alright, it's police business. We're not here to look at antiques. This is police business, and you should help us. For my own good, is it? This is where the threats come in. No one's gonna threaten anyone, Mr. Marsh. Refusing to assist the Arkham police could lead to your arrest. Well, you just threatened them for obstruction of justice. It would be better for all if we arrived at an amicable arrangement. What is it you're not understanding? I won't place my knowledge in the hands of oppressors. I see you don't like the police. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I see you don't like the police, huh? I thought you had been subtle. Come on, what's with the bile? I think this guy's like made of bile. You Arkham cops helped the feds destroy my hometown. Don't look at me, I wasn't there. Part of the same repressive organization. We're just enforcing the law. Repressive laws. What the hell happened in Innsmouth? The feds were investigating an alarming series of disappearances in the area. People disappear every day, everywhere. People are irresponsible and careless. Word is they found a connection between these disappearances and a cult called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Another reference. Nonsense. This is America. Everyone must look the same, believe the same God, if they don't want to be singled out. Want to know what happened in Innsmouth? Look at yourselves and look at me. That's what happened in Innsmouth. Alright. We're asking for a small favor, that's all. Oh, let's crack the symbol so we can close the case and we're gone. You'll never see us again. You help the police? Did the police help me in the Arkham Museum help me at the Arkham Museum of the Unusual? What? No one spared a minute to hear me. What happened at that museum? It's none of your concern. Well, another place. The police taking a stand against anyone who's different from them. I think I said this before. Maybe not. I am. I've been studying the occult symbology all my life. I've had access to books and documents that other scholars would kill for. I think you're bluffing. You're nothing more than a simple antique dealer. I don't think this fellow can help us, Harvey. I know what you're trying to do, detective, but that's not going to work on me. Alright. We'll be back. I hope not. Several pieces are covered with seaweed and mollusks. Have you thought about cleaning them? You can make a few extra bucks for that. They're not for sale. If I remember right, Dagon's sort of like a sea elder god monster. Anything on the counter catch your eye? The cat register, perhaps? I know what a cop earns, so stay away from it. Psst. Friend is being cooperative at all. Indeed, we should try to gain his trust. I don't know. I'm getting more and more tempted to slap him around a bit. What are you mumbling about? Psst. Okay, so we gotta slap him around a little bit. Some of these pieces are ancient. They must be over a century old. That's not that ancient. There's good profit to be made from this, isn't there? Yep, not the level of Cthulhu, but Dagon's up there somewhere. They're not for sale. Nothing here is for sale. Nothing? Didn't you read the sign? Buy and trade only. Trying to recover everything that was looted from the Innsmouth by law enforcement. Little by little, I'm getting there. Especially thanks to this crisis. Nobody has any money, least of all the pigs who took the advantage of the chaos to steal what belonged to my people. Okay. Nice ship. Did you build it? It's the Sumatra Queen. It's one of the ships Captain Obed Marsh used on his voyages into Polynesia. What was the purpose of those voyages? That's none of your business. These are maritime plans. Some of the Polynesian islands. It said that your town was twinned with a certain island in the area. Am I wrong? Knowledge of the history of Innsmouth belongs only to my people. You stick to your folklore like Mickey Mouse or the Marx Brothers. Okay. I say, let's shoot him. Put that away. You have no idea what you're dealing with, do you? Okay. How about this? Okay. Sandwich? You hungry? Alright. What about some fish? Okay. Hallway? Hey, you have no right to go in there. Sorry, I'm a detective. Professional habit. I like Snopes, understand? These are maps of Innsmouth. Wait a minute. A small dot on the map on the right. That's the so-called Devil's Reef? I don't know what you're talking about. I guess that's a reference too. Maybe there's not much I can do here yet. If I can't rough him up, can't give him a sandwich, I can't show him that I'm certified to be sane. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done here for now. We can always return. Let's see. So we have the newspaper. Let's go to the park. And let's get that that thing. Hey there, here's the newspaper. No, we want to give it. Can we give the newspaper? Can we give it? Oh my goodness. Okay. Maybe the information is important. So we don't really have any reading material. Oh, wait a minute. We can give this sandwich to the bums at the place. Wait, what's in the park? I forget. Probably nothing too important. I know I've probably been there. Yep, I have. But I don't know what his... I forget what his deal is. Hey. Can't take it. Why? I already told you. I was getting a bad impression if they thought the mayor was giving away defective umbrellas. Can I fix it? With oil? Can I fix it by stabbing it? Can I shoot you? I've seen that look on your face before. Put that gun away. I'm not committing any crime. Okay. Can I shoot my partner? Okay. Tray's empty. All right. I have a feeling that talking to my partner is sort of like a hint system. Let's check it out. What are we doing here? I want to take a break and get some fresh air. It's the only place in Arkham where trees grow. Let's focus on the investigation, please. So that might be his way of saying, we got nothing to do here right now, except find this guy another magazine replacement. So, there's that. Alright. So there's the new Museum of the Unusual. We've just been to the psychiatrist last session. Oh wow, we got the bookstore and this Museum of the Unusual. Long Metropolitan Park. Just come from there. So let's go to the bookstore first. The Ishtar Gate. This is where that parapsychologist presents his book. Yeah, but I bet I can't get in. I need that magazine. Best-selling books of the month are on display. Let's take a peek. Fragments of Atlantis by Alexander Mann. On the Trail of the Order of the Eternal Wind by Thomas Neville. I wonder if these are actual books. The Seal of Paimon by James Grinstead. Do you know any of these? Fragments of Atlantis. Very interesting. I don't know the rest. Okay. talk to you. What? What? Well, he said something. Yep, insist in my ass. Can't check the showcase while that guy's there. Do I need to move this guy? I mean, is the showcase really that important? Ishtar Gate, esoteric bookstore. I feel like this game is giving me violent tendencies. I keep on thinking I can give this. Alright. I'm thinking maybe the sandwich I can give to the homeless people. I hear shouting from inside. Let's go in and see what's going on. I won't say it again. Get off my bus. Don't you have any compassion? Don't get me fired, you damn hag. Hey. Arkham PD, what's the trouble? This woman, she got on the bus without a ticket and won't get off. Ma'am, you know you can't ride without a ticket, so I beg you to step down. Don't get me wrong, I had to get on this bus due to force majeure, spell it out. My cane was stolen while I was sitting on a bench. I have fasciitis in the sole of my foot, and I can't walk around without it. Not my problem. Let her finish, pal. I barely made it to the bus so this gentleman could take me home. There's a stop right in front of my door. I told him I'd pay the fare as soon as we got there. I don't have any money on me. Man, don't keep telling me the same sob story. You can't get on here without a ticket. Oh, come on, fella. Period. Why don't you take this lady home, pal? Route's the same with or without her, right? Are you mad? The depot here's a colored woman rolled without a ticket. I'm finished. If it were someone else, maybe nothing would happen, but a colored woman? Jeez. I wouldn't have boarded if I could walk. Besides, your bosses don't need to know about it. Get off. I can't. It's starting to annoy me. Keep it up and there'll be consequences. This is getting dull. This is getting sad. Shall we go? Shouldn't leave that woman alone with him. Why? Let him deal with it. Man, this guy's an asshole. The psychiatrist is the good guy. Look at his hand. The steel crank. He's about to lose it. Damn it. Yeah, we gotta rescue the poor old lady. Are you sure you can't walk? I told you I have fasciitis in the sole of my foot, so we gotta help the lady with her foot. Can't do it without support. The pain's unbearable. Promise to pay the ticket to the driver when you get home? Of course. I'm an honest person. Hear that? Fire it up and let's be done. You expect me to trust someone who's got on without a ticket? This company is a strict policy. No ticket, no ride. How about we pay for it? Would you do that for me? It won't be enough. I've been stuck here for over an hour because of this woman, and several passengers haven't been able to make their journey. Are you covering that loss too? You're very stubborn, aren't you? Just make an effort and walk away. This man's not going to change his mind. It's impossible for me to walk without support. If I could, I'd be long gone by now. Poor lady. Let's get out of here, Harvey. No, wait. Why don't you take her? She's your only passenger. The poor woman can't walk, and I can see she's the only passenger. That's because everyone else has gotten off. Because you stopped the engine and refused to continue the ride until I got off. Doesn't this story move you at all? She could be your grandmother. My grandmother would have paid for the ticket. And you, aren't you moved by the fact that I could lose my job? Half the staff have already been laid off because of the crisis, and I don't want to be the next one. Come on, be reasonable. She's the one who needs to be reasonable. Take her away and let me get on with my job. What's that crank in your hand for? None your business. Hand it over for some. Hand it over. Hey Jack. This guy's out of his mind. He'll probably react violently if you take that crank away from him. I wouldn't advise it. And what would you advise? Resolve this diplomatically. Okay. Jack, not the way to solve things. Alright, stop. I mean, he seems like a shithead, but he doesn't give off psycho vibes yet. But maybe Harvey is noticing something that we don't. Do you want to say something, Harvey? Yes. Sir? Would we be in this situation if she weren't black? Listen, pal, I'm no racist. Yeah, whatever, bro. But she didn't even have the decency to move to the back where her kind belongs. Jesus, Oasis. Come on, be reasonable. Yeah, okay, we've said that. Hand over for some bad habit. Yeah, okay. Alright. Do we really have to leave her without a... I wonder if something I have can help with her foot. Hey buddy, want a sandwich? Yeah. I doubt he'll need it. Yeah. How about it? Nope. Nope. Can't give the newspaper. Keep on forgetting. How about some oil for your foot? Yep. Fire? What I'm doing is not adding up. Damn it. My smoke's on the boss's desk. Got any? No, I only smoke at home and after coffee. Which one is your favorite? I don't like canned food. I prefer to cook. You cook? Yeah, sure. Gotta know, invite me over sometime. I've forgotten what food that doesn't come in a can tastes like. It'd be my pleasure to cook for you, Jack. So that's Red Winchell. I never put a face to the name. You listen to WKST? Yes, it was the station I had tuned into when you came into my office. Anything else? No. Electrical Planet. What the hell is that? Electronics magazine. What about? You know, electronics. Branch of physics that applies to the behavior of electrons and electrical devices and circuits. In a few years, most commonly used objects will be electronic. When did we go from steam engines to this witchcraft? What if there are any... Would like that crank though. Yeah, there's not much I can do. Alright. So, let's try going to the bookstore. What's that smell? Looks like somebody's peeing in the bookcase. It smells like something's burning. That's incense. Incense. What? It smells like incense. What's that? Mixture of plant resin and essential oils used as fragrance. Well, it smells awful. It's the occult section. You're an expert on the subject. Have you read any of these books? I've read some. It's good to know the beliefs of some cults. While most occult practices are invented or based on ancient texts of dubious authenticity. They're helpful reads, but practically irrelevant to my work. What do you mean? The purpose of a cult is to subdue its members. Surrounding the cult with an aura of esotericism is something that unfortunately appeals to many people. If you knew how many cult leaders believe in what they preach, you'd be surprised. All this paraphernalia is just a hook for the members, a carrot on a stick. I see. Got a blackboard, upcoming event, conference, Life Beyond Death, speaker Edward C. Randall, date to be determined. Due to the rising cost of paper, Afterland Publishing has decided to suspend until further notice the release it has already announced. I agree, Kevin. Incense smells a lot better than an open can of rotten sardines, that's for sure. I like sandalwood. Welcome to the Ishtar Gate. Looking for something in particular? More like someone. We're looking for Philip Moore, the popularizer of strange topics. We're lucky that he's included in the Ishtar Gate in his tour. He just signed copies of his new book and is now giving a talk on the phenomenon of spontaneous human combustion. You'll find him upstairs. Thank you. It's by invitation only, by the way. Oh, understood. It's an Egyptian sarcophagus. They were used to guard the mummy of a deceased person who had undergone an embalming process. Listen, Harvey. I may look like a tough, ignorant cop, but I've got some culture. Sorry if I've offended you, Jack. But a moment ago, you didn't even know what incense was, and I thought, well, don't think so hard. I knew it was true. The earth is hollow. It makes more sense than it being flat. Not much more sense. So the pyramids were built by the Egyptians with the help of beings from outer space. Of course, now it all makes sense. I think I know a TV show you would like. Atlantis built on the ruins of Atlantis. Of course, how did I not realize that? Yes, the names are the same. That's why it's called Atlanta, yeah. Step ahead of you, buddy. Wow, so the government rejected all the alchemists' help in turning seawater into gold. They want to drag out this crisis to establish a new totalitarian order in the United States. God will punish those bureaucrats on Capitol Hill. So Jesus Christ was actually a woman, and at the Council of Nicaea, he was not only given divinity, but his sex was changed. Interesting. Yep. We got an achievement for that. For being nosy. Let's get some incense. Incense? That's right. Let's get it. No? No incense? Books? These month's new releases. Let's see. Mind Over Immaterial World by Dr. Julius von Klaus. Journey to Central America in the Search for the Spiritual Healing by Pierre Caron. Ancestral Druid Magic by Aidan O'Brien and Liam Amon. The Magic Triangle, Peru by Christian Martin. The Magical Universe of Peter Spare by Joseph Hine. Chaos and Order, A History of Sepharonian Tradition by Frank Barrett. Something. Check out the bookstore. Okay, well that was another achievement. Books. This place must seem like a paradise to you, right, Harvey? I love being surrounded by books, that's true. It's like when they took you to the fair as a child, right? I think you're starting to get to know me. Gate and Saturn editions are pleased to present Philip Moore, a renowned writer on parapsychology. The event will consist of a book signing for his book Spontaneous Human Combustion, a Reality, and a lecture on the subject. The arrow points upstairs. I bet this guy is going to stop me, though. What do you want? Are you here to see Mr. Moore? Yes. Your invitation, please. If you don't have an invitation, I can't let you in. It's a private event. We're from Arkham PD. I'm Detective Forrester, and this is Detective Whitman. We need to speak with Philip Moore. Since the event began, 3 fake cops and a supposed army colonel have showed up. Oh, and that weird guy who has been posing as an archbishop of the Archdiocese of Boston. Everyone wants to see Mr. Moore. Doctor, jeez. I can understand why, but without an invitation, I can't let you in. Okay, statue. I think it's Marduk, a Mesopotamian deity, god of creation, wisdom, and justice. Alright, let's talk to you. We need to talk to Philip Moore. Can you tell us whether the second victim's death was really a spontaneous human combustion? Alright, so we need to get that book from that guy in that park. Let's talk to him again. The police? Mr. Moore's publisher rented the upstairs for the event. For the duration of the event, we have no decision as to who may or may not have access. Didn't you hear my partner, pal? We're the police. I understand, but the contract stipulates that access will be managed solely and exclusively by the publishing company. We would help you if we were in our power, but we don't want to risk a lawsuit from them. The publishing house belongs to Hearst Communications Group. That is a real person who I believe still owns a lot of newspapers. And I believe his daughter got kidnapped and brainwashed for a little bit. But that's beside the point. They have a lot of power. Hope you understand. So these names are actually, they seem to be based on fact. William Randolph Hearst. Do you know that this is obstruction of justice? Don't worry, Jack. We'll find a way to see Philip Moore. Playing with fire, pal. I'll light everything here on fire. What's incense here for? Alright. Maybe if I talk to him again. Want to see my badge to convince yourself? Like I told you, 3 guys have shown up here posing as cops. All with fake badges, of course. What part of We're the Police don't you understand? The same part you didn't understand about no invitation, no entry. Step aside and let us through. Don't you realize you're obstructing justice? Do you know who you're talking to? My client and I are with the Hearst Group. Don't push my buttons, okay? Where can we get an invitation? The event has been advertised for over a month. It's far too late for that, don't you think? And you are? Ralph Miller, literary agent. Work for Saturn Edition's Hearst Communications Group. Mr. Moore is my client, and you shouldn't be upstairs with him? What are you doing down here playing bouncer? Concerned about my client's safety. Alright. So basically that just said we need to talk to Dr. Moore, or Mr. Moore. I keep on calling him Dr. Moore. Doesn't seem like we can do much of anything else here. Do I have any antiques I can give? Maybe I'll give the homeless people a sandwich. Where are the homeless people? There they are. No, thanks. We're not that desperate. I wouldn't feed that swill to a dog. Well, geez, Louise. What are we doing with this friggin' sandwich? We'll put that on there. How about we give this to the dog? Hey, buddy. I'm not much of an animal lover, but if you feed him that, you and I are gonna have a problem. Gross, huh? You grease a boiler with that junk. That might be a hint. Well, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Yep. So we've got a few things that probably we could do. Whoever Ranchoros with bacon our killer. It's tempting, but like I said, we're on duty. Suit yourselves. Everybody says we make the best turkey and egg sandwiches here. It's tempting, but like I said, we're on duty. Suit yourselves. My pick, meatloaf with orange juice. How about it? It's tempting, but like I said, we're on duty. Rob Burker got the works. Tomato, pickle, slaw, and bacon. Hot bowl of chili. Serve them with wafers. It's tempting, but like I said, we're on duty, and we checked out the menu. Achievement made. But I'm a little confused. What's in the cakes? Bottom of raspberry jam and walnuts and triple chocolate. I wonder if we need walnuts or something later. Wait, what? I wouldn't try it if I were you. Because it's not going to work. Exactly. Yes. Okay. Hey, Rob. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Oh, whoops. Okay. Maybe we go back to the station. Oh, I should probably. It's been a while since I've saved. 1 second. Let's, maybe there's something I missed here. Bird. How about some sardines? bet the sardines are used lubricant. All right. Well, we got the report, so maybe we can show that to somebody at the station. Oh, we haven't been to this Museum of the Unusual yet. Ooh, welcome to the Arkham Museum of the Unusual. Enter with an open mind and prepare to transform your preconceived ideas about reality. I like the music here. Professor Roman Dvorak. Thanks to him, the museum has priceless pieces such as Eric Zahn's cello. Oh, I bet I could take one of those and trade it. Pity that he's no longer with us. It's an early work by the famous Arkham painter Richard Upton Pickman. It represents our role in the immensity of the cosmic void. If you're interested in his work, there are several of his originals in the adjoining gallery. Okay, museum rules. You don't need to read all the rules. Simply use common sense. Don't touch anything and behave like adults. Single admission, 75 cents. Monthly pass, $2.50. 2% discount for groups. 2% discount? For the price of one ticket, I could go to the movies 3 times. Movies don't offer the same sensations as this museum. Okay, we got a skull. Let's talk to Harvey. Have you been to a museum before? I've once arrested a guy I was chasing. He hid in one. Does that count? This is the skull of a member of the fearsome Cho people, natives of Southeast Asia. So far, no one has been able to see them and come out alive. This is the closest you'll get to them without endangering your physical integrity. Got a book. Oh, I see that much sought after a treatise on primordial fear has got your attention. I received tempting offers from Miskatonic University to make it part of their collection. What better place than here for this cursed book? Okay. Let's go in. Wait. Gotta check the sign. Even though it might not, probably doesn't say very much. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but you have to pay the entrance fee if you want to go inside the museum. And we know the entrance fee. Yes, 75 cents. What a ripoff. The sign says entry to the museum proper is through that curtain. Okay, well, we don't even have 75 cents. So I say we go back to the PD, tell somebody there that we're sane. Stairs to the offices. What floor are we on? Start from the bottom up. So this is where our partner lives. Got lockers. Okay. Since we've already checked this out in episode 1, I won't read everything. Yeah, we got the letter opener. Check out the office. Got a map. What's the story with these connected dots in the Arkham map? It's in investigation I've been conducting for quite some time. I'm all ears. I don't want to bore you with the details. All right. They've been swamped with all these cults springing up, huh? Yeah, yeah, it kind of is. It's like Sherlock Holmes and Lovecraft. Looks like these folks are getting nuttier by the day. It's a little more complex than that. Oh, really? Well, what do I know? You're the expert. The pentagram's got my attention, but the one on the floor is the one I care about. You're not performing satanic rituals and all that crap down here, are you? I will admit I've performed some in the past. I think I've read this before. Yeah. Is this your handwriting? That's right. What's wrong? Jeez, you write like you're signing you? Yeah, I've read that too. It's not functional. The line doesn't reach down here. Purely for decoration. Okay, drawers. Wait, skull. We might be able to replace skulls. Is it real? Indeed. I'm not asking why or I'm asking how it found its way here. Okay, maybe not. Figurines. Basically, we checked everything here before. Okay. Huh. There must be something we can do. Alright, so let's go to the lobby. Oh, the lobby's out of there. Didn't know that. Okay. I'm guessing this is a floor above the lobby. And we don't like to take the stairs. I think I read this. So far, nobody to impress with my diploma, or not diploma, certificate, signed note. Offices. Yeah, we're already in offices. There we go. We've been here in a while. Say water is supposed to be odorless, colorless, and tasteless. Yeah, I've read that too. I've read this. What's the way to evidence lockup? Alright, so evidence storage room. Maybe there's something here that can help. Why are you closing? What? Bah. Foster, Whitman. Entry forms for registering evidence. Do you want to register evidence? No, not at the moment. How does this work? Bring me some evidence, I fill out the delivery form, and y'all log it. Like we've always done. We don't have any evidence. We don't have much of anything. I think I read this before too. I'm pretty sure I read everything at the police station. So there are a few things to do at once. Sort of like, I'm not saying that it's very similar to, but in puzzle, it's sort of like an independent route to puzzles. It's kind of like Monkey Island or other LucasArts games. Or now that I mention it, also like Sierra games. Alright, so where do we go? Well, we've just been to the museum. There's the Metropolitan Park, but can't give them the newspaper. But it does give me the hint that I'm going to need what he's reading. Perhaps there's something that I could find in that bookshop. A storefront with toe tag. Does this music remind anybody else of Gabriel Knight? Yeah, we've read that. And I know that in order to get here, we need to get that book from that guy at the park. I don't need to wrap that newspaper. Oh, do I use the newspaper to wrap something? Is that the whole idea? Let's light some incense. It's not gonna work. That's exactly how it works. Do I need to move this fella? Oh wait, does he have a cane? Is that just me or is he holding a cane? We should think it through. Take a sandwich. Have a letter opener. Oh, this is not pointing to him, it's pointing to the showcase. Let's see. Maybe there's something we can do with that umbrella? Maybe it can be used as like a cane of some sort. Do you have any more cinnamon rolls? Those giant ants ate them. And not content with that, they try to do the same to me. They bite, you know? So no more cinnamon rolls in my stand. Give me one reason why I should vote for Bradley. I'm not debating the slander mill running, but the slander mill running. Alright. This umbrella is too bizarre to not be an important item. Can't take it. Why? I already told you. What if we get a bad impression if they thought the man was giving away defective umbrellas? Distract the guy. What does the tray do? Do I need to put anything in the tray? It seems to be heated or something. Or maybe that's just the green glow of the water. Leave that on the tray. Right, some kind of monetary offering. Something tells me we should save that for later. Think so? It's a hunch. I'll take your word for it. Let's see, what can we do? Let's talk to him again, see if there's new dialogue options. The magazine sounds interesting. Can I borrow it? Yeah, I think I've said this before. Oh, the bus needs to arrive, so I need to help the lady so the bus arrives. Gotcha. Alright, so we need to help the old lady. Discharge gate. Maybe there's something around here that I'm missing. There's a mailbox. poster. Pigeon scram. Is some kind of pigeon trauma? That's something the doctor could tell us since we're here. But I don't want to burn any more time lying on that damn couch than I have to. Okay. Does anything need black sludge? Alright, so we've visited Dr. Striner. We don't have any antique. Over here it's just kind of selling food. We don't have money. I bet we can probably get money by getting an antique. So, check this through again. I think we can skip the diner. I want to smear this crap with that. So, do I smear that crap on something? Buy and trade only. Some payments. But I need to help him quid pro quo. Where's my office in the PD anyway? Well, these are the offices, but they don't want to go there. Okay. What about the fire extinguisher? Need help? Why? Because what are you doing doesn't add up. Oh, I was getting hopeful for a second. Okay, I read this. Evidence. We don't have a reason to go to Harvey's place, so that's a bust. pretty tricky of a game. So, we need money for the museum. We've been there, we've been there, let's go here one more time. You made good on your threat, you're back. I see certain resemblance to you. Any resemblance of yours? A relative of yours? Captain Oled Marsh. Great expeditionary, the man behind his misfat years. Word he was the founder of the esoteric order of Dagon, is that true? You know nothing of Captain Marsh or what he went on in his month. Nor do you have the right to know. Maybe he eats these sandwiches. Maybe I give it to Harvey. This is technically an antique. Maybe I burned something. Yeah, I've read that. Okay. Trunk. Maritime plans. Paul New York, yes. Cans are bad. All of them. See for yourself. Maybe I can talk to the chef about that now. Okay, no dialogue tree. Let's give her the can. Go to returns. Maybe I'll put them on the cake. Alright, let's try to get the attention of this chef. Okay, he's just a really good cook. Alrighty. Well, looks like we haven't made much progress today, but I think I'm gonna consult I'll at least have a walkthrough handy, so that we can make some steady progress. So this is kind of, I do need to end since it's a weekday and I don't want to make it too late. But we will continue next Sunday, and it will be at 8 p.m. And barring any extenuating circumstances, we will do more than just find new locations. We'll actually do more than pet a dog and learn about all conspiracy theories and read all books on the shelf. And yeah, we've got plenty of puzzles to solve, but I don't see any way to solve them yet. Oh yeah, no problem, Dan. I'm glad you thought it was fun. I think this game's great. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, I just wanted to make up for yesterday because I was so dead tired. I'm still dead tired, but I'm a little less tired than before. So next week, Sunday, Sunday. We will be back same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, or thereabouts. And until then, thank you all for coming. And let me just save my game again, just make sure. And visit the Discord, say hello. I just dropped off a new. I know there are a lot of people who really hate AI tracks. I'm not really into distributing them or anything like that. I'm just sort of having my own fun. But I got a new one that I kind of liked that I think worked out pretty well. So check that out too if you like. And yeah, that. I will see everybody later. Have a good night.